For today's tutorial, the materials that you will need is a size G crochet hook. You will need some 4-weight yarn. For this video, I will be using Nifty Cotton by Cascade Yarns. It is 100% cotton. And this is the specs. There is 185 yards, but you will not be needing all of that. You will also need a stitch marker and a tapestry needle to weave in your ends. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this water bottle tutorial. This will fit most large water bottles. My water bottle measures 11 inches around. So to begin, I'm going to work into a magic ring. If you do not know how to make a magic ring, there are many tutorials online. Okay, so to begin, we will want to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. This is not going to count as a stitch, so we are going to double crochet 12 times into our magic ring. Go ahead and do 12 double crochets and I will meet you back here. Okay, so I have 12 double crochets into my magic ring. I'm going to go ahead and pull that tight. Now I'm not going to slip stitch. I am just going to go ahead and double crochet into the first double crochet, not the chain 3 space. So with our first loop, we are going to want to make sure that we do this nice and tight for our first double crochet right there. Now we are going to want to place a stitch marker. Moving on, for round 2, we are going to want to do 2 double crochets in each of the double crochets that we had previously done in round 1. So we will have a total of 24 double crochets at the end of round 2. Go ahead and do that and I will meet you back here. Okay, so for round 3, we are going to do 1 double crochet into our first double crochet, and then we will move up our stitch marker. In this row, we will still be increasing, but we are only going to place 1 double crochet into that first stitch. In the next stitch, we will do 2 double crochets. There's 1 and 2. In the next stitch, we will do 1 double crochet, and then in the following, we will do 2 double crochets. So we will continue to do that. 1 double crochet into 1 stitch, 2 double crochets into the following. At the end of this round, you should have 36 double crochets. Go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back here for round 4. Okay, and so for round 4, we are just going to do 1 double crochet in each of the crochets around for a total of 36 stitches. Go ahead, complete round 4, and I will meet you back here and we will begin doing the mesh. Okay, so for row 5, we are going to begin working the mesh. So in our first double crochet, we are just going to do 1 double crochet and move up our stitch marker. From here, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2. We're going to crochet, double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Okay, now we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip 2 stitches. We're going to skip 1, skip 2, and we're going to double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Okay, chain 1, chain 2, chain 3. Skip 1, skip 2, and double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Go ahead and continue to work that all the way around back to your stitch marker, and I will continue to show you how to do row 6. Here I am at the end of row 5, and as you see, we have 2 double crochets left. So we're going to go ahead and chain our 3, and we're going to double crochet where our stitch marker is. So in that first double crochet, and then we are going to move up our stitch marker. Okay, so round 6 is a repeat for the next few rows. So we are going to chain up 3 to begin, 1, 2, and 3. And we are just going to double crochet over the double crochets of the previous row. So we are not going to crochet into the chain spaces. We're going to continue to chain 3 and double crochet over the previous double crochet. So we're going to continue to do that until we have a total of 8 mesh rows. So we want to go ahead and continue to do that until we have a total of 8, or however tall your bottle is. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back to show you how we finish off the top and how we do our strap. So I ended up doing a total of 9 rows of the mesh. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, to finish this off at the top, we are going to want to double crochet where our stitch marker is. Do not move that stitch marker yet. We are then going to want to single crochet in that same stitch, and then we will move our stitch marker up to that single crochet that we just made. Okay, and now we are going to single crochet 3 times into the chain space. So 1, 2, and 3. When we come across our double crochet, we're going to single crochet into that. We are going to do 3 more single crochets into the chain space. And then we are going to single crochet over the double crochet. So go ahead and continue to do 3 single crochets inside of the chain 3 space and 1 single crochet in the double crochet. Go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back at our stitch marker. Okay, so now I am back at my stitch marker, and if you would like to make a strap, you would continue at this part and make a strap. I had began to do one on this mesh bag. So I think I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in total. And then I marked off 8 stitches on the other side with the same amount of stitches here. And then I would just go ahead and slip stitch to attach. But with this one, I am going to make it a drawstring water bag. So it all depends on what you would like to do. I'm just going to slip stitch into my first stitch. I'll slip stitch into the second and the third, draw up a loop, and then I'm going to leave a long tail so that I will be able to sew that in. I'm going to go ahead and pull that tight. Now, I will want to make a row of chain stitches to weave in and out. So I'll just go ahead and make a chain long enough to go around, and I'll meet you guys back here. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. I went ahead and chained 70 for my chain stitch, and I just went ahead and weaved it in and out of the mesh parts and tied it. Again, if you wanted to add straps to this, you would just count to make sure you have the even amount of stitches, and then you would just make a chain the length that you want and attach it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to give this a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when I release new tutorials. Have a great day, everybody.